On Monday, we announced a partnership with Clear Channel Outdoor to expand the network that we have in place with them to 1,000 locations around the country. And each of these locations is an existing Clear Channel public location, out-of-home advertising venue. Typically, that's the side of a bus shelter, that's an advertisement in an airport or in a mall. And these 1,000 locations will all be enabled to deliver content to mobile phones by Bluetooth. So the user model is that consumer enters a location, they see a sign, a printed advertisement that has a call to action. The advertiser typically is delivering a piece of entertainment content or informational content, a video, a wallpaper, an image, or a Java game. And that call to action is in the signage itself. It says, turn on your Bluetooth. The user turns their Bluetooth on, and momentarily they receive an opt-in message on their phone that says, pops up and says, do you want to accept this content from advertiser X? Consumer says yes, that triggers a download. They then receive a file into their phone inbox, much like an SMS message. That message contains the content itself. The user can open that immediately or at a later time and view that content. The types of content are very simply pieces of content that consumers might want to experience. And today that means short video clips, music clips, and then again, Java games, applications for the phone. So music and video are probably the leading categories, which means the advertisers are either movie studios, TV studios, record labels, as well as brands that align themselves with those kinds of content. You know, we've been operating in Europe and particularly in the UK for the past couple of years, and you know, they've really come up with a lot of creative ways of using this location-based content delivery system to do some really interesting consumer content campaigns. So what you'll see here is actually a video game developed for the Department of Safety to educate people about drunk driving. This was distributed in, of all places, 400 pubs in the UK. So here's a game you could download for free, and as you played it, the further along you got in the game, the more you would become drunk, essentially, in the game, and your car would start to steer funny. And eventually you would lose. And then you'd have a message saying, I'm sorry, you've lost because you're drunk and your car insurance is going to go up, etc., etc.
Give us some idea about, say, a 3-minute music video. How big is that file and how long typically will that take to download?
Yeah, so a 3-minute music video will generally, for the phone screen, run between 1 and 2 megabytes. A transfer speed is usually under a minute to just over a minute, depending on the kind of phone you have. So that's on the higher end, although those file sizes sound small for a broadband computer, they're pretty big for the phone right now. A couple hundred kilobyte audio file will take 15-20 seconds to download, sometimes faster for the newer phones. And so this is really kind of an impulse. I see an ad or a call to action. I want that. I accept it. I download it, and I'm off. And this was all done in basically, well under a minute kind of interaction.